Hi everybody and welcome back to CJ Farm Grit. So today we are finishing up the last couple of rows of our conventional Concord juice grapes. So I am just walking through and making sure that every single row has been picked and that nothing was missed. Because if any rows were missed, the organics are coming up in a few days. We cannot deliver conventional grapes when they are running the organics. Here is what a picked row looks like. And so today you guys are going to ride along in the semi with my siblings and I as we take you along to deliver the last load of our conventional Concords. So I had already taken down many loads to the plant this year and we had tried filming, but it was too dark for you guys to be able to see. And so thankfully they wanted this last load of conventionals earlier in the day, so it was the perfect day to film.
So she's cleaning the windows right now because they're filthy. I cleaned them before this, but I used a squeegee so it was kind of smudgy. And when I squirted it on, it would dry right away because it's sunny out and a little hot. So wipe the wiper! Wipe the wiper!
Very last dump of conventional grapes. So we're taking down the last load of the conventionals. The semi is not all the way full. When it's full, it's gonna be 24 tons, but it wasn't all the way full because we only had like 8 or 9 rows left. Wait, how many tons was it? So there's about 19 tons in the semi right now, and it's supposed to be 24. When it's all the way full, it's 24, but since we finished all the rows, it's only like 18 tons. So I'm driving the Kenworth right now. And when I'm loaded, I go like in third gear in this Kenworth. I start out in third. Because the Kenworth, compared to our Freightliner we have, it goes a lot faster compared to the other one. So I start out in third gear in like the Freightliner. I will start out like in usually third, maybe sometimes fourth, but usually third, I guess. So I started driving semi last year. We're driving it for a year now. The dad showed me how to drive semi in our Freightliner first. That was the first time I ever drove a semi. And I could not get the shifting for nothing. Like, I think we have maybe a video. So I did have a few rare good days when driving the white semi last year, as you'll see in this next clip, but it really wasn't until this year that I figured out how to shift the white semi. I really difference between our Kenworth and our Freightliner. This Kenworth, it likes to be shifted at low RPMs compared to the white one. Like this, when I'm shifting, it's like at 10 to 12. Mostly it's like at 11. Like when I go to shift, and because I was driving the Freightliner the other day, and that's like 13, 14 that it likes to be shifted at. I kind of just like listened to that one. My brother said to just listen to it. And so it's like maybe at 13 or 14 by the time I shift.
Higher than that. Like 15. 13 to 15. And so I was used to that. And then when I got back in this one, I was just like, what is going on? All of a sudden this started grinding again. But it's because I had it revved up too much. This likes to be shifted way lower RPM than the other one. Once I do that, then it shifts perfectly fine. So the gears, their gearbox is spaced out more on this purple one than it is on the white one. And so I thought that that was why I could get this one better, because I have more space in between my gears to shift. 10th gear always sometimes grinds a split second before it goes in. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I need to just keep that. I don't get every gear perfectly fine every time. Dad and my younger brother did not like driving this Kenworth at all. Any chance they would get, they would pick the white one. Like if they were sitting there and we needed to move them over, they would go for the white one. They'd be like, you can have your semi. But now they're getting better at it. This Kenworth has 1.7 million miles on it, and it's still running perfectly good. My brother said that he checked the oil the other day, and the oil was perfectly clean. So thankfully, I can drive the white one and this one perfectly fine. Like I took the white one back from the plant last night, and I floated the gears, and it was good. And last year, I couldn't downshift at all. I think I could kind of in this, but I could even upshift in the white one, let alone downshift. This now, and then this year, I just realized I was going way too fast to try to put it into a lower gear. I just need to slow down a lot more than I think, and then it's fine. I don't use the clutch when I downshift either. I'm the first daughter that has driven semi. They're always downshifting in that. So I don't have my downshifts like perfectly fine, so it grinds for a tiny bit of a second. So I don't have it perfectly down. But I think next year she needs to start learning how to drive semi. Last year I didn't want to drive the semi for nothing. Like I wanted to stick to the tractor. I think next year I'm gonna start maybe. But I'm very thankful that my parents trust me enough to take down 24 tons of grapes, because if they didn't, then I wouldn't have this experience of driving the semi. So it's a big responsibility. I don't take it lightly, and I like to be extra careful on turning and everything. So now we're going to save the camera's battery, and we'll be back when we arrive to the plant. So here we're pulling up to get the sugars tested for the grapes. So after the juice is tested, the sugars came out to be 16.9. And now we're going to go over to the scale to get the weight of the grape load. truck in line to dump our load, and now we wait. I've been working on a railroad. Just
Around 2 hours of waiting in line, it's our turn to dump. Now when there's no breakdowns at the plant and everything is running smoothly, it takes about 20 minutes to dump a full semi-load of grapes. So this video was around the end of October, and that finished off our conventionals, and next we have our organic juice grapes, which we harvested for about 5 days. So the silver thing sliding at the bottom is a cover so that when they clean the tanks with the water, it doesn't get in and dilute the juice grapes. And now after the tanks are emptied, we go back to the scale to get the weight of the truck again, and then we're back on the road. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this ride along, and we will see you all next time when we start harvesting our organic Concords.
here, there, oink, everywhere. Oink.
Oh, she's hot.
Hey, he was looking over.
Here, my gosh.
With the here and a crack there.